Hi guys, welcome to my channel, The Golden Cruiser. I'm Cindy and today we're going to be talking about the 6 dirtiest things in your cruise cabin. Now the first thing you usually do when you get to your cabin is go in, just take a look at it, drop off some luggage, and then usually you take off again to go eat lunch or go explore the ship. But do you really take a close look at that cabin that does look clean, but is it really? There are some things in these cabins that hold bacteria and dirt. So let's take a look at some of these things and what you can do about it. Number one is the remote control. Now this can be a remote for the TV or perhaps curtains to open and shut or sometimes lighting in hotels or cruise cabins. So what you want to do is make sure when you travel, take your Clorox wipes or similar bacteria wipes to clean off that remote control front and back. Also, what I learned during COVID when I had to travel and didn't really want to, but had to, was after you wiped off the remote, put it in a plastic baggie, just like, storage baggie or something like that, a little Ziploc baggie. And then you can just use the remote with this baggie over top of it for extra protection. Now, you don't have to do that. That's just another precaution, but I would truly recommend wiping that off with the Clorox wipes because, your cabin attendant or hotel room does not wipe these remotes, all the time. Number two is the carpet. Now, sure, the cabin attendant is vacuuming your carpet, maybe daily, maybe not, but that vacuum is just picking up things that are on top of the carpet. It's not picking up the deep down dirt or things that have been spilled into the carpet or whatnot. So it's best to not go barefoot in your cabin. Wear some socks or some slippers or some sandals, something like that for walking around in your cabin when you're relaxing. Number three is the light switches. And these are wall light switches that you would turn on, lights in your cabin or in the bathroom, or little switches that would be on your lamp to turn on and off. This is another item that gets overlooked and not wiped down. And with everybody coming and going in that cabin and turning on and off those lights, there's been a lot of hands and germs on these buttons. So make sure you take your Clorox wipes and wipe those items down. Number four is coffee makers or kettles. Now you'll find these sometimes in cruise cabins, usually in hotel rooms, depending, and you'll think, well, these could be okay. I'm only putting water in it. But they are a breeding ground for mold, bacteria, and mineral buildup. Another problem is that the internal parts are very difficult to clean, and no cabin attendant or anyone is going to clean these coffee makers. They may rinse it out with water and set it back up there. Also, oftentimes, people might use these coffee makers to make something else in them other than coffee. I've heard about people making the ramen noodles in these coffee makers, even boiling eggs. So to be on the safe side, it's best just to call room service and get a coffee or tea delivered or bring it down, from somewhere else on the ship just to make it a little more safer for you so that you don't get sick. Number five is the balcony railings. Now, if you have a balcony, be mindful of the railings. Nobody really is thinking about, cleaning this or if cleaning is needed. But a lot of times seagulls are sitting on this railing and leaving their droppings all over it. Maybe you can't see it because it's the backside and maybe you've got your hands on there and there is some bird droppings there. So I would just take one of those wipes and wipe it down if you're going to be putting your hands on the outside railing. Number six is the room curtains. Now, unfortunately, there's not really much you can do about this, but they are the biggest dirt collector in your whole room. These never get washed, not like your bedding gets washed from the cruise cabins. So they're sitting there for years and years and years collecting dirt. So if you have allergies, this is going to make it bad for you. So the only thing you can really do, because you can't really clean these or anything, is when you're opening in and closing them, try to do it very carefully and very slow. Don't just pull them closed really quick, because you're going to spread dirt and, allergens all over the cruise cabin. And if you have allergies, this is going to be bad for you. So just close them gently or leave them open and don't touch them. But a lot of us want to close these at night to make it darker in our cabin. So just be careful, avoid shaking those and spreading that dirt around your cabin. So there are the 6 main dirtiest items in your cabin. Now I always take these disinfecting wipes with me when I travel in the hotel rooms or in the cabin, and I always wipe them down. I wipe down areas like the desk, lamps, light switches, bathrooms especially. I always wipe down the faucet handles. Now I know these have been cleaned, but it could just, they're wiping it over with, a wet cloth that maybe they've used before. I don't know. So to protect myself and my family and other passengers getting sick, it just doesn't take very long at all to take some of these wipes and wipe down your whole cabin. Anywhere you're going to be touching, I would just wipe it down with wipes, and then you would be safe to be in your cabin. You'd know it has a little extra cleanliness in there by you wiping it down. So that's another thing would help to spread these sicknesses that cruise ship gets, neurovirus and other things that break out very easily because you're confined to an area. So wipe down your cabin, wash your hands very often, and have a wonderful trip. I want to thank you all for stopping by today. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, a like, and please subscribe to my channel to help me grow. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll come back again real soon to my channel, The Golden Cruiser. So bye for now. Have a wonderful day.